It has been a while since I last did anything on this channel about thrifting, and so I thought this would be a fun opportunity to put all the different thrifting trips I've had over the last couple of months together and show you some of the things I found. So if you like a thrifted deal, then this is the video for you. So keep watching and I'll show you what I got. Welcome to Show and Tell Meg. I'm Megan and I like to make things, but I also like to thrift things. So that's what this video is going to be about today. I apologize right off the bat if the sound is a little off. My microphone is in the other room and my husband's in a meeting, so we're just gonna try to edit this after the fact and hopefully the sound is okay, but I know it's probably not quite what it usually is and I'm sorry for that. But I have not gotten to go thrifting very much in the last 6 months or so. I used to go thrifting at least once or twice a week, but my schedule at work changed and now my day off happens to be Monday, which is the day that most thrift stores are closed. So I don't get to go super often, but anytime I do happen to have one of the days off, or if I'm in the area with some of the thrift stores that I like, I try to go by and see what I can find. So this was not just one mega day or week or anything like that of thrifting. This is over the course of several months. These are some of the things that I managed to find, but I did take some footage while I was in the stores. So let's have a look at that first. So I showed you the craft section. That's always the spot that I try to go to every time I go to a thrift store, just because I really like crafts. And you never know what you're going to find. I have gotten some really awesome craft related tools and yarns and just all kinds of things at thrift stores over the years. But this time I really didn't find very much. And while I do look all around the thrift store, there's another thing that I always try to be on the lookout for, and that is different types of gifts for my kids. So I don't like to just give my kids things all the time. They have lots of toys and things like that. I like to definitely make it, for an occasion, they get a gift. And for so long, I've been on such a limited budget. One of the only ways that I've been able to do that is by stocking up and stashing it for months and months. So I have a closet that has been the gift closet, which I am now in the process of moving. And so I'm gonna have to find a new place to stick my gift stash, but I have a couple of things that I managed to grab over the last couple of months to add to my gift stash. So I thought I would show them because I think they're pretty cool. So I managed to grab this air hockey set, and this was, I think, $3 or something like that. It was marked down at the thrift store I went to, but yeah, it's just a tabletop air hockey game. My kids are about to turn 7. They like playing games, and so I figured this would be something kind of fun. They could learn how to play air hockey for a couple of bucks. It was worth it to me. This next one I got because it was half price at this thrift store. They had everything half price that day, and this seemed like a pretty nice toy, and I know my kids will enjoy using it. So this is a fort building kit, and it was already open, so I can show you the pieces. It comes with these sort of wiffle ball looking connector balls and then tent stakes essentially. And there's 2 different colors. And so the balls have all these holes in different angles, and so they can make all kinds of different structures. And so I figure this is kind of a good structural building type tool, but bigger scale than just blocks. You know, my kids are older now and they love forts. So why not make it where they can build it themselves? So this will be something I give them for their birthday. I haven't counted to see if all the pieces are there, but it says that the kit originally included 44 balls and 86 sticks, and clearly it's enough to fit that kit in there. So we'll see. I think it's enough at least for them to be able to build things, even if it's not quite full size or big enough to fit both of them. We'll just have to see, but I think that they'll enjoy getting to build themselves a fort. And I certainly have enough fabric to make sure that they can cover it so that it feels more like a building. So I think it'll be a big hit. While I'm talking about that thrift store that everything was half price, I can show these. I showed these in the video when I do the thrift store walkthrough, but this is a vintage set of steak knives. These are Tull's Byfield knives, and they're stainless steel. These suckers are so sharp. And I got this 4-pack of them for $10, which frankly, that's a little expensive for me at a thrift store, but I did looked up the brand before I bought them. They are antique, like they're kind of 60s style judging by the paper. So I have really enjoyed these. We started using these immediately because my steak knives are really terrible. But yeah, these have been awesome and well worth the $10. So I'm really happy with that one. And then in the frames section, which I have a lot of frames, but these happen to be brand new and sealed. So I grabbed these 2 IKEA frames. These ended up being $3 each. And this is the Ribba frame. This is a 9x9 square, and it's like a shadow box. So I thought that it could be kind of fun. I'm not sure exactly what's going to go in here, but I have a lot of pictures from back when I was obsessed with photography that have never made it into a frame, and they're square format, a lot of them. So I don't know. We'll see if I do something like that or if I use it for my kids and put memorabilia in there. Sorry about the glare. But yeah, for $3 each, I thought that was a great deal. And also in the frame section, they had these school days frames where it looks like a school. So you can put your kid's picture for each year. And I think my kids will really enjoy this, honestly. And I'm really notoriously terrible about printing out photos and putting them around. So this will give me kind of the kick in the butt to make sure that happens. And I did get multiples of these because they were $1.50 a piece. So I can do it for each of my kids and maybe gift one to my nieces and nephews. I got 4 of these because they were just such a good deal. So cute school frame. And then I don't have them in here with me, but I will kind of refer back to the footage here. I did get some orchid hanging baskets, which is awesome. Those things are not cheap. I want to say that those are like $20 a piece, between $10 and $20, something like that. And this, I'm guessing the same person donated these. There were 2 different orchid baskets that were bigger sized, and there was the hangers that hooked to them. All of that cost me less than $10, which it would definitely have cost me a lot more than that at a garden center. And I have a lot of orchids. I live in Florida, and so you can just leave orchids outside year round and they just miraculously live. Now that I'm moving, these are going to come in really handy because they can go in my screen enclosure, and these will look nicer than some of the other things that I had my orchids hanging in. So I was really excited to get those. This one is from a different day, a different store, but I happen to be kind of a sucker for watercolor art, especially if it seems like it is hand done. And this is, I have no idea what this building is. I don't know the artist. There is no signature that's visible. There may be one that's underneath this mat, and I have not opened this frame yet. I will definitely change the frame that this is in, but it's just a really well done painting, I thought. And so I like to have these, and I tend to do them sort of gallery wall style in my house sometimes. Since this was $1, I thought it would be nice to stash away, especially since I'm moving. You know, you never know what nook could benefit from a cool watercolor painting. So this was a nice find. And then the last thing I have to show you is one from, oh gosh, a couple of months ago, I want to say, but it's actually my purse. I found this at a thrift store. This is a Fossil Keeper brand purse, and it was in fantastic shape. It does have a little bit of a discoloration right there on the waxed canvas. If anybody knows how to get stains out of waxed canvas or laminated canvas, let me know, because it's not a material that I've ever tried to get anything off of. I've never had to, but it has leather handles. It's a decent size. It holds all my stuff, and I just thought that it was fun colors in really good shape. Why not grab it since it was $8, right? So that's the bulk of everything that I managed to find thrifting wise over the last couple of months. I have also got my kids like some children's books. It's one of the best places to get children's books in my opinion. Most places they're like 25 cents a book, and you're talking when you buy them at a store, they're $8, $10, $15 sometimes, and I'm getting them for less than 50 cents easily. So that's another thing that I know I've grabbed, but they've already been incorporated. And then when my kids only want to read it like one time, it's not the end of the world. I can just donate it back and other people can benefit from it too. So I know that none of this was really crafty related this time, not due to lack of trying on my part, but that just wasn't what the thrift gods decided to bless us with. And that's okay, because I'm really happy with all the things that I did manage to get. I've got some birthday gift stash, and I've got some practical things like the knives that will incorporate into my house, and my purse. I'm literally carrying that every day. So I'm a big proponent of going to thrift stores, even if there's not something specific that you're looking for. In fact, usually if there's not something specific that you're looking for, I find if you go to a thrift store wanting something specific, you will never find it. You just have to go and look around and see what you can find and be open to the deals that present themselves. And so I'm really pleased with everything I managed to grab. Let me know if any of these things you would have been excited to find. Let me know if you like thrifting. What's the thrifting scene like where you live? Are these prices low or high or what in comparison to where you are? I would love to know all those things, so comment down below if you have anything to add. And that's all I have for you today. If you like this, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to stick around and see what other things I produce in the future. I typically do sewing and knitting and things like that, but while I'm moving, we might get a little more creative with some of the content, and I think thrifting is fun. So if you do like this, let me know. Let me know if an occasional thrifting video is cool with you, or if I should just stick to the craft stuff. I would love to know your opinion. And so until next time, I hope that you are blessed with wonderful thrifting finds, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.